Do we have one truck in the Freeze family? No. Do we have two? No. Do we have 15? Absolutely.
15's an exaggeration.
No, 15 is not an exaggeration.
I think that might be slightly.
How many do we have?
12.
You have 3, I have 5. 4?
I have.
You have 4.
I have 4.
You have 4.
I have 4 now. And you have 4. That's only 8. That's not 15.
9,
Oh.
5.
Okay, that's still 9. It's not 15.
Yeah.
I think you're way over.
No.
Way over.
No.
Hey, welcome back, guys. We got a couple different projects we're going to do today. We're actually going to go out and try and redo our chicken shed and get it ready for storage because we got to get rid of some of the parts we have laying in the shop here so we make some room, right?
Yep, so we got a couple projects, cleaning outside up a little bit, cleaning out the truck so we can take it outside and not destroy a bunch of parts. And then Kenny's going to bring his truck in and we're going to swap an axle on that so it has the right gear ratio in it. And so that's kind of the plan for today, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, not what we thought we were going to do. 68, you guys got a lot of work done last weekend, and we're excited about getting back to that, and we'll see where we get today on that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Follow us along. Go. Grandpa was here working with us last week. I was gone.
Yep. So all the cameras died, so we didn't really get a good video. But so we got these bushings right here. They're like little Pac-Man looking things, and just take two. We had to take this entire spring off because there's 2 bolts inside of here, and then you take those out, and then you can take the 4 bolts out for that, and then it just kind of clamps together. And then we did the track bar bushings right here. So we redid the bushings because if you look at that one right now, you can see how the bushings touching. The bushings touching each side of the bracket that holds it on, and before it was not touching either side.
And it's supposed to be?
Yeah, it's supposed to be tight. Before it was loose, so it would go back and forth, and that's not a way you want to drive down the road. So we'll get back to you when we start working.
Then we can.
So the goal with this is storage.
Yeah, we're gonna try and clean this thing out in here and get it set up so we can actually start storing parts in here. I'm gonna go get a shovel.
I think if you want my recommendations, you probably shouldn't put the tires in front of the door.
Yeah, that's probably a great idea.
I mean, hey.
Hey, we like working harder than smarter.
Were you just telling Grandpa over here? What are you doing with these pieces?
Oh, these are I don't know if they're quite long tube headers, but they're an aftermarket header for a I think it's a 390. So we're gonna try and get them on the 68, and then we can use these pieces because these are cut off of an old exhaust, and I mean they didn't weld very good, but we can cut that off and then make our own exhaust off of just old parts. So
Let's grab these tires out of here just so
Ooh, we decided to work smarter.
we don't have to listen to the manager telling us how this isn't a good idea.
It's me. I'm the problem.
Right now what we're doing is making this a storage unit for parts.
Right, for parts, but I mean, what's the plan? Like, what's this helping in the shop?
Getting the 74 out of there and all the parts for the 70s F100 so that we can get back to the 68.
So are we going to multitask the 68 and the 77? No.
Because the 68, what we're hoping is that within a couple of weeks we'll have the 68 up and running.
Okay.
Honestly, it's really just about cost, getting parts and getting all that stuff done.
which isn't too much anymore.
No, it's not going to be obscene. Yeah, Tim got the tires.
Oh, those tires were for the 68.
Those tires
not
are for the 68.
Wait, hang on.
Put that small in the 76.
Hold on. I guess I'm confused because do we have one truck in the Freeze family? No. Do we have 2? No. Do we have 15? Absolutely.
15 is an exaggeration.
No, 15 is not an exaggeration.
I think that might be slightly.
How many do we have?
12.
3, I have 5.
I have.
You have 4.
I have 4.
You have 4.
I have 4 now. And you have 4. That's only 8. That's not 15.
No.
Oh.
Okay, that's still 9. It's not 15. I think you're way over.
No.
Way over.
No. Anyways.
Now, do you count the Bronco
So-
2 as a truck?
I am back to my
That's
original
me.
question. The 66 is the red truck. Your
Yes.
red truck.
And the 65 grayish white one is my truck.
Okay. And
That one and the 68 we're gonna be tag teaming both of those, and then when the 68's done, we'll pull the 77 in and start on that as well. So those
Okay.
will be getting done.
so the 68
together.
is yours, the red truck. No, that's the 66.
That's the 66.
Good Lord.
Yep.
Have some trucks.
Yep.
People. Most people are like, you know, 1 truck, 2 truck, 3 truck, enough truck. Not the freezes.
Yeah, and we haven't even started on the 64 Chevelle yet. That's still
All right, so next thing is to get all the storage stuff in here.
Yep. Go talk to Grandpa. Tim, are you thinking we'll just drag that? Just push the 74 out here? Okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna move the 74 out and get it back to the shop. So Grandpa's hooking up to it, and we're gonna drag her out.
We're just putting these tires back on so that way we can take the jack stands off. So I put them under Kenny's truck so we can fix his truck.
All right, so we're moving over. We're moving on to Ken's truck, which is a 97 F-150. The rear end, he swapped this out a while ago, but we ended up having the wrong gear ratio in it. So we went to our pull and save here, grabbed an axle. We're going to do that swap here in just a little bit. So that's what we're working on now. The boys are getting the tires on there so we can get our big jack stands out, and we'll get started on doing that here in just a minute. All right, so I'm cameraman today. Chris had some other stuff to do, and what you're gonna notice here is Tim's got the axle, the donor axle, right here. We've just about got it stripped down, getting ready to clean it up, and have it all set for going on to the next going in. And Kenny's underneath. He is working on getting out the old axle, which we've actually switched out once already. And yeah, so we're getting pretty close here.
I'm just cleaning it up so it has a good surface. So you got to clean up like the outside right here so that it has a good surface to adhere to when you put RTV or your sealant, whatever your gasket, whatever you're using to seal this. There's a bunch of different ways to do it, and you also have to clean up the diff, so both sides. So it's like gluing something together so it doesn't leak. And then that was at pull and save, which they drain everything, all the fluid out, so that, you know, for environmental reasons, whatever. But instead of like just taking off these like 12 bolts or whatever. They do this, you know, to a lot of cars all day. So they just poke a hole in it, and you can kind of, they just poke a hole in it.
Right there.
Yep. And so you can kind of see, right, this is how most of them come off, right after they've been run for, you know, 30 years or whatever. And then this, I'm still cleaning up, but you can just see the
big difference.
A big difference, and this one's not done yet.
Awesome. Like, leave one up top in too. That way, when you do break it free on the bottom, the pan doesn't fall off. We don't have a big splash of oil. Okay. All right, here we go. Dumping in the third member. Truth is, we really don't know if we got it right or not. We're gonna give her a shot. All right, yep, get those guys set in there. Get them snug down. And then,
Put back in.
yeah, well, and normally, next time let's plan on checking torques. Doing it properly. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We're not sure. Anyway, first time doing this and not doing it right, but we're doing it. So, one of those things where we gotta get a truck for Kenny tonight if we can, and that's what we're shooting for. So, come on, Tim. Making progress.
Yeah, making progress. The axle's back in. We got a big old mess, but it's starting to go back together. So
Sweet. What do you got left?
we might need not be on a good run, but we're on a run. So we'll see if we can get this thing to work and see if it will have working four-wheel drive or not, I guess. So we're getting her done. I don't know if we're doing it right, but it'll drive. I don't know how long. So.
All right. So again, we know that there's a few things that we don't know about, and we didn't take the time tonight to do all the research and figure that out. We'll probably do that later, especially if it doesn't work. But we're getting close. So we're down to bolting up the brake pan, the brake dust covers, and the brake housing. We got to put shocks back on. I got to torque down the springs, connect the drive line. We still got to get the axles put back in. So a couple more pieces, but we're getting close. So yeah, good. We're doing good. We actually got a lot done today. It was a good day. Got a bunch of different parts. We got a storage shed outside set up, and we got a bunch of parts moved into there. We got the shop cleaned out so Kenny can make a mess in here, and so that we're doing well, and hopefully have his truck up and running today. And yeah, I think we're doing all right. So hey, thanks for watching, and catch us next time.